Splinter. He's a Nagino coming! Hey everyone, Sanguiche here today. Today, me and my mom just went to a garage sale and I got myself a yukata or whatever I get. But either way, this is what I got for 75 cents. Definitely gonna be wearing this on New Year's. But let's keep playing. This really cool. Really cool. Cause seriously,
Who are you talking to?
it's my stuff. This is like a video.
Here.
Anyways, yeah, this is what I'm going to be wearing on New Year's. Cause can you imagine this being in the Persona 6 series? Cause you know, I would pull off the exact same thing Joker did in the finale of the game, where he asked his Centennial to use his sinful shell. Oh, which, you know, if I had a toy gun, it would obviously be that. But I'll be blunt. Basically, I would love to be Joker for Halloween. Not the Batman Joker, I mean like the... And I mean... Maybe I could, maybe me and my friends could probably create like a Halloween AMV, maybe, to commemorate the celebration of the 20th anniversary of Persona. As you know, Persona is celebrating its 20th birthday, this year. It's celebrating its 20th birthday, and maybe to commemorate the occasion, maybe me and my friends could do like 3 different OVAs, or not OVAs, but AMVs. We, first up, with this, me and my friends will be doing Burn My Dread from Persona 3. And not the final battle one, I mean like the one from the beginning of Persona 3. Here. Then, of course, we're going to be doing the Persona 4 theme song, which will obviously the entire thing, since, you know, the Personas I'm going to be choosing are pretty much almost from Persona 4 and 3, but they're also going to be from Persona 5. Just like how the Full Arcana is basically, you know, where we all pretty much crush the cards. Each of our costumes are going to represent our heroes that we've loved since growing up. Mine will be kind of Corrin, the kind of like the main protagonist of Fire Emblem Fates. I did finish watching the Persona Q symbolism from Zomaku, and I'm gonna just call him Double Z. Get it, Double G. I finished watching his video about the symbolisms in Persona Q. Now we already know that each of the labyrinths come from Ray, and basically the last dungeon of the game comes from Zen. And in this video, he explains that each labyrinth takes in the reversed versions of the Arcanas, such as in Persona 3 we got the reversed versions of the different Arcanas. In Persona Q, the You in Wonderland dungeon had the reversed Empress Arcana, and then we of course in the second labyrinth, which was the Group Date Cafe. Basically, it showed the reversed lovers, where the reversed lovers nearly made Makoto and Yukari. Yeah, you all know how that happened. And that was so funny in the game. Even in the game, in the movie, I loved it when Yukari either slapped or punched Makoto. It was really funny. It was really funny. Either way, Then there was Persona Q. In Persona Q, we also in the Evil Spirit Club's labyrinth, we basically it represented the Hanged Man Arcana, the reversed one. And I guess we could also see the kind doctor was guiding Lock of Hair, which was foreshadowing that, that Ray was dead and stuff like that. But yeah, basically, then, but the weird thing about that boss fight is that basically we heard some weird dialogue, like he was if he was performing surgery. The guy who made the video stated that this could have been the last words that Nico, her real name, this could have been the last things that Nico heard when her surgery was incomplete and she died. Now, today, I'm going to make a theory on what could have killed Nico, aka Ray. What could have killed her? Or, more importantly, was she born with this disease or not? So, yeah, let's get on with it. Now, we all know that each of the labyrinths represents the different arcana, the reverse versions of the arcanas. The U in Wonderland represents the reversed Empress. The Evil Spirit Club represents the reversed Hanged Man. The Group Day Cafe represented the reversed Lovers, and the Inaba Pride exhibit labyrinth represented the Tower Arcana, and it was a nice tidbit from the creators to do like a little nice parallel to what happened with Mitsuo. When Mitsuo didn't agree, accepted his shadow. Ray didn't also accept her shadow. She didn't accept it at all. It just faded away. The two of them became indistinguishable by their own shadows, and they became their own shadows. When Ray's memories returned, she went back to her denial self before her memories were sealed away inside her. And of course, this emphasized that she was her own shadow. And in Persona 5, we saw that Futaba had to face her shadow, the other side of her she didn't want to admit. And the Persona 4 cast emphasized with the Persona 3 cast how they got their personas, that they had to face their shadows. The other side of them they hid and didn't want to admit. Basically, deep down, Futaba knew that her mother loved her, but it was buried by the lies. Her shadow was right on one point, that those rotten adults forged a fake suicide note and laid the blame of her death upon Futaba. If Futaba was in Persona Q and Persona Q2 is going to be a crossover of the Persona 4 and 5 cast, we would probably get another color. Now, what color will we get? I have an idea. Since in Persona Q we got the color purple, how about we get another color? Pink. Pink can represent maybe dreams. Just like how Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance represented dreams, and where Sora learned the whole truth about the real Organization 13. Either way, maybe it was another poor soul who died. Maybe Ray had a sister that after Ray died, her mother got another child. which didn't have the same sickness as Rei. And when she learns that her older sister died from this virus, she nearly attempted to kill herself just to see her. However, that is when Kronos appears in her dreams, similar to how Igor and the Velvet Room attendants showed up in the main protagonist's dreams. Before just kind of how the real Igor was with Makoto and you, and not that fake. Sorry, I'm so mad about that part. They had to put in a shocking. I'm sorry. It's just, I really hate that. They could have put it in the real Igor, but no, they had to put the fake Igor as a plot twist. The Shido thing needed to be a plot twist. Like, we could say that Shido just wanted a bright future for the country because the country was heading toward a self-destructive path. We could have had a nice parallel to Persona 4. But this time, basically, when the main protagonist of Persona 5 got Yamamoto could disguise himself as a gas attendant, just how Izanami disguised herself as a gas attendant. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. Anyways, as I was saying, a lot of, like I said, basically Kronos appears in her dreams and she persuades not to kill herself, and one day she will die, but she will get to see her sister. Of course, she does transfer to a new school, which is none other than, wait for it, Shujin Academy. That's right. Similar to how Persona Q took place in both Persona 4 and 3, what's to say that Persona Q2 could take place between both Persona 4 and 5? Maybe when the Phantom Thieves were about to steal Okumura's treasure, or maybe probably before, stuff like that. We could still see something like that. Either way, it could take, of course, Persona Q2 probably could take place both at the end of Persona 5 and 4. Because, the first Persona game showed that the Persona users can still summon their personas, even if the world inside the TV is now set free, and now they can summon their personas either way. But either way, it would be pretty cool that if Futaba had a conversation with Rise, and they explained that how they got their personas, it's basically how to, they had to come to terms with their shadows. And Futaba would explain that she had to do the same thing. And they realized that Futaba is actually one of them. That she actually acknowledged the truth about herself. Basically, of course, we do know. But still, we do want to know. Either way, Persona Q2 could probably take place after both Persona 4 and 5, probably in between the two. Because basically, Izanami wanted to, said that ignorant is bliss, and you know where that line came from? It was from Marie. Or Marie question mark? I believe that Izanami isn't dead, nor is Yao the Baoth. Well, technically, they could be sealed away just how Nyx was. Not by a great seal or something like that. But either way, if Persona Q2 do bring in Persona 3, the Persona 3 characters, kind of how we saw their grown-up selves in Arena and Arena Ultimax, we could be in for quite a treat. Still, I still would love to see these guys come back because they are really amazing, and I love to see these guys come back. And the reason why is because I want to see Makoto back. I mean, she is really cool. But if you all remember, and if you have to remember, Persona 3, he had a portable game, which was Persona 3 Portable. I just saw some cool comic dubs about the girl protagonist was Makoto's sister, Minato, or Minako, or Minato. How do you pronounce that? Minato? Yeah, Minato. Anyways, she basically, that'd be pretty cool if we got to see her, as, the center of Persona Q2. Maybe it could take place around how Kaland was center itself with the multiverse theory. Here's a short brief. Now, I'm going to use Persona Q for an example. In Persona Q, Rei confirmed that she died before she was sent to the Seas of Souls. So, we could say that in an alternate universe, Rei did not develop the sickness, and she was, like a normal girl, and she had everything she wanted. And basically, we could see in an alternate universe where Kronos actually had a chance to live. Where he actually lived among humans while also doing his duties. Just living among humans and seeing how actual life works out. Stuff like that. However, more things need to be clarified. So, what do you all think? What do you think the story of Persona Q is going to be? And if it is going to be a crossover of both Persona of 3, 4, and 5, and if you want to see the game to have the multiverse theory, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know. What story do you think is better? The dream idea, the multiverse timeline, or just a normal crossover between the three games? So, that's all the time we have for today. This is Sonic 4 signing out.